Howdy, parents and community of Atascocita Middle School. It is an exciting time of year as the first day of school is almost here. This is one in a series of videos communicating changes that align with the new AMS vision, learning is personal, individual needs, individual passions. I am very excited about this new beginning. So the content of this video recognizes the work that our parents, through the parent organization of a PTA, have impacted AMS in my 8 years as a principal, then share how we are transitioning from a PTA or a parent-teacher association to a parent advisory committee or a PAC for this year. First, an AMS commitment is I form partnerships with parents, because partnering with parents is critical to the success of each individual student's learning and the campus organization as a whole. Atascocita Middle School has a history of strong parent support, whether you speak about the PTA, Athletic Booster Club, volunteering in general, or just simply monetary donations through the annual fund. So first of all, I'd like to thank all of the parents who impact and make AMS a great school. Specifically, I want to speak about the parents over the last 8 years within the parent-teacher organization. And this is just a very simple list of the wonderful things they have done to build a culture and a school spirit and a community between the school and our neighborhoods, but also how they have impacted our staff and then also impacted our students. So first of all, you can see the Fall Fest. You see the Spring Carnival, the 8th grade bash, just events that our kids get to have fun at. And really the costs are very minimal to the students so they can have fun. Also, they reach out to our staff and faculty with appreciation lunches during the year, during Teacher Appreciation Week, and then birthday treats on a monthly basis. They really do spoil us with those sweet treats. Also, they've just really made long-standing impacts on our building, some campus beautification as far as our landscaping and irrigation, upgrading the teacher workroom, refurbishing our 30-year-old library through paint, seating, movable tables, technology, and multimedia, which I'm about to show some pictures for, and just in general volunteers, whether it's in our copy room, laminating, working in the library, providing students with positive incentive prizes at the Tiger store. There's just so much that our parents have impacted AMS as. Here's just a couple pictures. As you can see, this is at our Spring Carnival, our Tiger Palooza. They just have a lot of inflatable activities like this knockout or bull riding, but then just a lot of yard games and fun games to do, such as Jenga and ping pong and cakewalk. So there's a whole lot to do. We had our Fall Fest the last 2 years, been a free event for our entire community to come by, and it has been an absolute phenomenal success. Here we are a couple of years ago. Our PTA had some donors that helped us build this workstation in the center, which wasn't possible about 4 or 5 years ago, and just all the decorations that they've done to make that room more inviting and appealing when you have to sometimes sit in there and watch copies roll by. Here is the beginnings of some of the work they did. It was about a 3-year or 4-year phase-in process to turn our library that was 30 years old into something that is updating fresh. So it is the Ron Westerfeld Learning Center, the principal from 1983 until 2007. And just some of the upgrades they did. The first phase was just adding some comfortable seating right along here, and it has some plugs that will allow kids to charge their electronic devices. The materials that helps us take these bookshelves and put them on wheels so that we can move it around and make that library space a multifunctional space. And of course, some different types of seating. Our librarian has lots of board games that students can just have fun with before or after school. And some of the second phases that we did, as you can see, each one of these tables and chairs, they are on wheels. So once again, this can be a multifunctional space. It can be for large groups of people, or we can move these tables. They are stackable so that we can have more students in here. So just very functional. So we appreciate all the PTA has done in that 3 or 4 year refurbishing. And the last step, with a little bit of library funds and school funds, the PTA was able to finish it off with a new check-in desk that is ADA accessible for wheelchairs and some of our AB equipment carts. So real quick, just leading into why AMS is creating a parent advisory committee or making that shift. And here's the mission statement that was drawn up by the group that created it. The purpose of the AMS PAC is to serve our students, families, and staff faculty by giving an equal voice when providing opportunities for involvement. We strive to extend learning beyond the walls of the school, where everyone is encouraged to help create a partnership, engaging and empowering all to advocate for our children and provide a platform to share ideas. We seek to recognize, celebrate, and highlight individual groups for the hard work that contributes to making our campus a success. I just want to touch on a few things. You're going to see equal voice, extending learning beyond the walls of our school, and recognizing and celebrating our students, staff, and parents who are making us a success. And the PAC, we believe, as I'm about to share, has some attributes about it that are more in line with the learning and his personal vision, where we want to build a community that meets the individual needs and passions of the students that we serve. We have 4 why statements. Why does our staff come to school? That is mentoring relationships. The second one is progress and growth. The third is to inspire and impact. And the one that's going to be the most heavily impacted student-wise with the PAC is for students' leadership, to help build leadership. So here are some of the things that are different between the previous PTA and our current PAC moving forward. In the previous PTA, we had a president, vice president, historian, a whole executive board, plus a lot of vice chairmen and committee chairmen. But what this is we wanted to create more of a leveled leadership structure. So the PAC board has a facilitator, and it has 9 board members. The 9 board members are 3 parents, 3 staff, and 3 pairs of students. So 2 from 6th, 2 from 7th, and 2 from 8th, thereby allowing us to have student leadership and student voice in the work that the PAC does. So that allows for equal voice. There's no positions where someone may have perceived greater authority than others, but equal voice among parents, students, and staff to 9 total votes. So once again, that leveled leadership structure where there's some shared decision making. Also, in the past previous organization, there was membership fees in order to be members. What we wanted to do is be more inclusive. So there's no membership fee. Basically, everybody's included. We'll have monthly meetings that'll be communicated. Our goal is to make those live using technology as well, so that everybody has access to the information we're talking about. So we just want to be more inclusive. And of course, with parents, we want to expand those opportunities to be involved, extend learning. We love to have parents involved more in the actual learning as far as speakers. And lastly, as you can see, covered up by the Google slides was just recognition and celebration of all the people that are really making AMS great. So here I am going to switch to the website. If you went to the humbleisd.net AMS and you went down to information and went to the Parent Advisory Committee, clicked there, you're going to see our homepage, our mission statement, some of the things that we're excited about. But what I wanted to bring to your attention, if you wanted to see our bylaws, we've got them listed here under documents, and then the volunteer interest form. Please click on that and come and fill out this information. This is basically an interest form telling us what are you interested in volunteering. We have opportunities that go all the way from leadership with a greater level of time commitment all the way to things that you can do at home for just 15 or 20 minutes, and that would really help our staff and our students. So you've got everything from laid out in month with dances and events. As you can see here, dances, laminating copy room, career day if you want to be a speaker, parent speakers, staff lunches. If there's just a small part that you would like to do, please go ahead and just check those boxes. And what will happen is someone from our Parent Advisory Committee will reach out to you and see in greater detail. So for example, with regards to our family night or our fall festival, you just check here, and then when we reach out to you, you can tell us to what degree you want to be involved as far as leadership or just volunteering on that evening. So at this time, I'm going to go and end this video, but thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to myself, and we will be happy